Monk Mo gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. At the end of the day, society is pushing SEX at an all-time high. Society wants men to release, get weaker and weaker and weaker so you can chase SEX. Let me tell you, a lot of people make these videos talking about Lamborghinis and the lifestyle of the Lambos and the Bugattis will make you poor. False. SEX costs more than a Bugatti long term. Listen, it's not about the upfront cost. I'm talking about long term. You get her pregnant. A lot of dudes, they complain about a $400 date bill. They complain about a $400 bill, $400 tab. Oh, I'm not getting laid? Split the bill. Split the bill. If you smash her, if she go back to your place right now and you put a baby inside her, now you got to pay for her and that child 18 years. Cool, you got 2 kids with her. Now you got your mouth to feed, them 2 kids' mouth to feed. A lot of women are single mothers. A lot of dudes, they're not getting a woman with 0 kids. Let's just be real. In a Western society and sexual liberation, you're getting a single mother. I know a dude said, no, I only mess with single mothers. They easier. Yeah, keep thinking that. That's why you gonna forever stay at your grandmother's house. He live at his grandmother's house. He talking about, yeah, I only mess with single mothers. Keep sleeping on your grandmother's couch. At the end of the day, you got to understand, SEX is too expensive long term. That costs more than a Bugatti. You can't afford a $3 million Bugatti? What you mean? Long term, you gonna spend way more than $3 million. Children in the West, kids cost too much money. I repeat, kids cost too much money. A lot of parents, they can only afford to put ramen noodles and peanut butter and jelly inside the house. They gotta find somebody else to watch the kid. They can't pay for a babysitter. Kids cost too much money. So if they laugh at you, aha, you not getting laid, at least you don't have a kid, a Bugatti payment. A child is a Bugatti payment. So it's best that you get multi-millions of dollars, get the real estate portfolio, get the fleet of cars. Because if you can't do that, oh, you definitely not supposed to be having SEX. SEX is not for a hobby. It's not to be cool. That's what they sell you so they can laugh at you because you don't have any finances, because that's going to take all your finances for 18 plus years. Dudes got 6-something kids. Dudes be having 4 kids. King 6'8" the Great got 8 kids. He got to sell SEX for the rest of his life. I repeat, King 6'8" got 8 kids. He got to sell SEX and dating for the rest of his life. He can never stop. If he stopped, he going homeless. He going broke. At the end of the day, do you not understand 8 kids with inflation in America? Back to school, boom. Even if he spent 200. 200 times 8. That's 1,600. And that's just school supplies. He got to pay 1,600 for school supplies alone. Every single year. Like every single year. Kindergarten through college. And then when it get to college, oh, he got to pay $100K each for 8 kids. We all know he's not going to do that. He got to keep pushing SEX agendas. Then he going to get more women pregnant. Listen, they selling you SEX, you're going to be poor. A lot of people, dudes be complaining they can't keep a job. They complaining and crying about inflation. They complain about, a woman just wants to take you for your... Bruh, do you understand what comes out of a woman? If you want to effort, she buzz. A child. If you bust inside of her, a child. A lot of dudes, they love to have that raw sex. A condom. Inflation. Condoms used to be like, what? $2-some? Now they $6. Now they $8. Now they $10. $12.48. At the end of the day, listen, SEX is too expensive. They push it through OnlyFans. You even paying for OnlyFans, you gotta pay $20 a month. 20 times 12. Listen, you know the math. A lot of dudes ask Saint the Center how much that costs. Because he went to college. I didn't go to college. At the end of the day, he sleep on a woman's sofa, so he got time to calculate that. At the end of the day, you gotta feed your wife. Imagine going out to eat. A lot of dudes, when they got children and they got a girl, they can't even afford to go out to eat every weekend. Every weekend for 8 years straight, they can't afford that, bro. They gotta pay for themselves out to eat. They gotta pay for the woman out to eat. They gotta pay for their 4 children. That's a tab. What, $60 for that one child, 60 for that child, 60 for that child, 60 for that child, 80 for the woman, 120 for himself, bruh. Then you got gas money. They don't want you to get multi-millions, get the fleet of cars, make sure you good. Listen, I'm not having a child till I got 40 M's in the bank. At least 40 M's. I'm not having SEX till I got 40 M's. And I'm going to be married when I got 40 M's overseas with a virgin. At the end of the day, you got to understand, what is the point of SEX? It costs regardless. She don't got to charge you, oh, this coochie costs $3,000. She don't got to do none of that. She could let you hit it for free. It's free now until you bust inside of it. You can't control whether you're going to bust inside of it or not. You can have pre-cum. You don't even feel pre-cum coming out when you stroking it. On everything I love, you don't feel that. It's pre-cum. It's not the bust, it's the pre-cum. That one little drop of pre-cum can get her pregnant. I'm pregnant. Dudes their life is going the same way. It's a roller coaster. Everybody trying to finesse you. Everybody in life is trying to manipulate you, talking about when I'm going to get my grandbaby. They trying to set you up so they can laugh at you. All of these dudes, bro, you're getting single mothers. You're getting single mothers. Now, not only you got to take care of your 4 kids, you got to take care of her kids. That a lot of these women, they got 2-3 kids. You got to take care of her 2-3 kids. And if you want to have kids with her, now you got to feed 3 mouths. 1 child that's actually yours. 2 that's not yours. And her and you. Dudes be complaining about going out to eat with they woman and her friend. That's only 2 mouths to feed plus you. You complaining about a table of 3? Have that SEX and find out. Have that SEX and find out. All these YouTubers, King 68 the Great, he coming on podcasts with different women all the time. So if he get all of them women pregnant plus his 8 already, oh, he ain't got no resources. I repeat, he don't got no resources. You know how in the hood, in the melanated community, they don't got no resources, but they got fresh J's. Do not get fooled by them fresh fits. They got the Rolex watch. They bought that a long time ago. They could have been gifted that. They look fresh, but they ain't got nothing. I'm telling you. They selling SEX to little kids, 16, 15, 17 years old. They think those dudes are the man. Those dudes are selling you an expensive lifestyle. These dudes don't even got Lambos. And they selling SEX. Bro, what sense does that make, bro? SEX costs too much money. You might as well get a Lambo. Because if the Lambo break down, you can hop on Turo, you can hop on Carfax, resell it. You can sell a broke down Lamborghini. As long as it don't got no serious damages, you can resell it. You bought the Lamborghini for $160K, you can sell it for $120K. If you sell a woman, oh, you going to jail. Boom, 87 years. Boom, 97 years. Boom, 2 life sentences. Pimping and pandering. You're going down. You can't, bro. Once you make that child on accident, oh, you stuck with that child. 18 years. This is what you're going to be doing, 18 years. He scrape his knee, break his ankle. Oh, doctor bill, $20K. Boom. What? You just stacked up $15K. Your child just broke his ankle. $20K. What? You gotta take out a loan. They not talking about the doctor bills. You act like a boy is not gonna be a boy. They gonna scrape their ankle. They gonna twist their arm. They gonna break their elbow. They gonna break their wrist. They gonna break their pinky finger. My little brother broke his pinky finger when we was little kids. That was a bill. Plus the rent. You gotta pay your rent. You gotta keep shelter. Plus you gotta eat every single day with inflation going doom, 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 doom. So is SCX really popping? They sell you SCX, but they don't sell you how much. How much? How much? A Bugatti is literally cheaper than smashing long term. You take a woman out to eat for a first little dinner date, 400, 300 to 400. That's a test drive Lambo. You could literally test drive a Lambo for what, 3 hours for $300? You can test drive a Lamborghini. You gotta call the Lamborghini dealership. I gave you the game. Call the Lamborghini dealership. $300, $400 to $600. You could test drive a Lambo for 3 hours. Then you gotta bring it back. So taking a woman out to eat, not even the SCX. A lot of dudes, they have to pay a Lamborghini down payment. Then when they start smashing and take it serious, now they gotta pay for her food, shut up, pay my bills. So at the end of the day, you gotta pay her rent. Well, her rent, she wanna stay in a luxury neighborhood like mine. My rent is $3,000. So she gotta stay in a luxury neighborhood like mine, where she wanna stay on the lower floors. I'm on the penthouse floor, but she wanna stay on the lower floors with 2,500, 2,200, 2,300, 2,000, 1,400. It don't matter. She wanna get the one bedroom, 1,400. You gotta come out 1,400 every month. What's that times 12? You do the math. You are renting a Lamborghini to have SCX. But no, wait, you gotta be like AMS. Remember the red pill told you gotta get a rotation of 8. So now you gotta get a rotation of 8 females. Imagine paying 1,400, the bare minimum, for 8 females. That's just rent. You gotta pay for them to eat. They gotta eat too. They gotta eat too. So 1,400 times 8. You do the math. You ain't never gonna get rich. I'm gonna just be real with you. If you can't stop busting, if you can't retain that seed and go on a generational run, build that body up and start dropping this content, your chance of getting rich is slim to none. You are part of society. You just gonna get $100K a year. After you go to college and getting $200,000 to $300,000 debt. Now that $100K a year, you gotta try to survive on that and pay that back. It's all a scam. SCX is a scam. I'm not having SCX, bro. You're gonna have a child. Until you a multi-millionaire, you already got the fleet of cars, you got the real estate portfolios going crazy. You don't even have nowhere for the child to live at. Listen, by the time my child turn 18, I will give them a beach house all to themselves. It's already paid off. They got a beach house in Vietnam. They don't gotta do nothing. Because I sacrificed having SCX and getting freaking finessed and manipulated. I couldn't be manipulated at all. I went on this generational run. I stayed in the gym so I can keep my energy the same. When you go to the gym, it keeps your energy the same. It keeps you from being down in life. Now you walk with the muscles through life. You walk, listen, they can't say, oh, you're practicing monk mode, you're practicing semen retention because you can't get laid. That's cap. I got muscles. What you mean I can't get laid? Women look at me like, So that's cap. They can't say that we doing SR or monk mode because we can't get laid. No, it's because it's too expensive. At the end of the day, I'd rather run up the multi-millions. I'd rather get the Bugatti because that's going to cost the Bugatti anyways. The bubble, the camel toe, them areolas is going to cost the Bugatti anyways. You got to pay for her hair and nails. Oh, you ain't think about that. Times the 8. 1,400 times 8, right? Food expensive every month. Hair and nails every month. Buy them a brand new car. It costs too much. I'm here to tell you it costs too much. And they want to They want you to run game. Running game is for broke people. Running game is you're trying to manipulate. You trying to manipulate. No, you was the big dog. Remember, manipulation, it does not work. Do you got it or do you not got it? They not trying to hear that in 2025. You cannot manipulate a woman in 2025. You gonna end up manipulating yourself. They gonna play that soft voice song so you can bust inside of it. You wanna manipulate back, bust inside of it. Boom, child support. Yeah, she knew you was trying to manipulate the whole time, so she got it extra wet for you. Extra wet for you, Mr. Bad Boy, Mr. Bad Decisions, Mr. You're not a man, Mr. You are dependent on a Bugatti price. And it's not even a Bugatti. Listen, if the Bugatti mess up, I could resell the Bugatti. They can't resell her. You can't resell your children. You're going to jail. I'm not going to jail if I resell the Bugatti. I will always get at least 70% back. Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.